The AK rifle is a versatile defense tool that allows you to engage targets at distance and up close and personal when necessary. Let's have a look at how the Sledge Buttstock supports those requirements. Developed back in 2018 for one of our international clients that needed to improve the kit used by their soldiers at military checkpoints. We were given 3 primary requirements for this product. Number 1, it had to be durable for years of service. Number 2, it had to be tough enough for daily military use. And number 3, it had to be the exact same length as the original buttstock they were removing. Now, what does it mean to be durable enough for years of service? Well, that means an all-metal construction, in this case 6061 T6 aluminum with a hard black anodized finish. What does it mean to be tough enough for daily military service? Well, the rifle is not always the right tool for the job. Sometimes what you need is a sledgehammer. Now, at those military checkpoints, say for example you need to get into the window of a car, that's your tool. If you need to dispense some discipline, that's your tool. Now, beyond that, we took the opportunity to make several further improvements. Let's have a look at those. First of those improvements is the ergonomics. Firstly, we raised the top surface of the buttstock to improve the cheek weld when you're sighting down your optic. Next, we put a smooth transition ramp between the buttstock portion up here and the receiver. The typical AK aftermarket buttstock will leave a sharp square corner here. And if you've ever spent a weekend training, you know that by the end of that second day, after doing this countless times, these sharp corners have kind of rubbed the web of your hand kind of raw. Lastly, we included a synthetic sleeve on this stock tube. Now, what that does for you is that in the scalding hot sun, it won't burn your face, it's comfortable, and in the freezing winter, it won't stick to your skin. Very important. Next, we included 3 steel insert indexable sling sockets on the right side, the left side, and underneath. We also have a machined-in slot if you prefer a more traditional sling setup. Lastly, we designed the sledge with an oversized stock tube. Now, if you'll notice here, this is substantially larger than the typical M4 buffer tube that gets adapted onto these rifles. That provides you 2 key benefits. Number 1, it's much more comfortable on the face. The larger size just feels better. But secondly, is it gives you a really large storage compartment in here. Okay? If we turn and we look at the end of the buttstock, you'll see there's a plug in there with a slot and 2 pockets machined into it. Now what those do for you, take your AK bayonet and the corner of the clip point fits into that slot, and that's your tool for unscrewing it. Or you can take a pair of cartridges and those form your wrench for getting that plug unscrewed. Now, we've made the plug quite long so that it doesn't come loose and fall out. You'll see this, you'll feel this long before this ever falls out. Also, if you look here, you'll see there's an O-ring which keeps the weather out. This compartment in here is a blind hole, so there's no other entry points other than at the end. And by putting that O-ring there, we have a weather-tight compartment. Now, you can see its size here is big enough where we've got a little lube packet, we've got additional earplugs, got a battery, and at the end of the day, okay, you gotta enjoy a good cigar. Thanks for joining us for this quick look into the Sledge Buttstock. Swing by the website for more information or to check fitment on your particular rifle. We'll see you next time.